G'day V-Star Sydney, and best of luck with this building of vibrant communities. I think that Australia needs more of it, and it's going to be great fun to be part of it. My background is as the founder of Barefoot Power. I started that company about 7 years ago, and have recently started a new venture after Barefoot Power. Originally I'm a civil engineer with degrees in maths and electrical engineering as well. So I lean a little to the left, try to be creative where I can, but that's my history. Went to uni of Wollongong and did a Masters of Curtin. I've also done a couple of years of volunteer work, which is where the catalyst for Barefoot started. That was in Nepal during 99 to 2001, and then came home and did some professional wind farm work with Hydro Tasmania down south, which was an equally valuable experience. It gave me some good business skills to get Barefoot going. The catalyst for change for me was definitely the 2 years spent in Nepal being a micro hydro project manager through Australian Volunteers International straight after university. I could have gone and been a structural engineer, and I had my UK work visa in hand, but this opportunity sounded really interesting, so I had a shot at it, and it was absolutely brilliant. It was difficult to see, however, how one could actually create a career in it, so I wanted to make sure that I came home and didn't become just another volunteer junkie. This was around the time when white LED technology was really starting to get developed, and as the prices plummeted for white LED lighting technology, by 2005 the time was ripe to go out and actually start trying to get these into villages at a large scale. You remember those camping lanterns that you put out in the garden, the little solar lights. They started being mass produced around 2005, and you could see that combination of small solar panels and white LEDs and mass manufacture was happening in China. I didn't know anyone in China, so I got a one-way ticket and dove right in there. During the last 7 years with Barefoot, we said by 2010, in the first 5 years, we would reach 1 million people with electricity, and we actually did achieve that on time within about 3 months. There was a lot of laughter for the first 3 years, anytime we stated that goal, but we kept on ploughing away at the problem until it finally worked. We had products blowing up, we had cash flow crises, we ended up raising about $10 million in the last 7 years from 70 separate investments. Usually most startups only take 5 to 20 investments to gather that sort of money, but it was a long, slow, painful climb for us to do it. Business plan competitions really helped. We won a business plan competition in 2006 in Europe, and they said, look, if you move from your initial works in Papua New Guinea and Fiji to Africa, we'll back you, we'll support you. Australians just patted us on the back and said good luck and signed no checks. So over the years, probably about 90% of the money has come from outside Australia, and I always advise any entrepreneur, social or not, to get out of Australia and compete globally, particularly in the business plans, in the business plan competitions. The subsidiaries of Barefoot Power in Uganda and Kenya grew up to be $1 million plus businesses and employ about 20 or 30 people each. There's about 15 expats scattered around East Africa, China, Australia and a few other places, and now they've reached 2 million people. I haven't been part of Barefoot in the last year or so, passing the reins on to a new team, and have started moving on to the next venture. So just to give an exact idea of what Barefoot does, it sells solar LED lighting systems that cost about $20 to $200. The problem we solve is that kerosene lighting is used by the poor to light their households. They spend $1 per week on that, or $50 per year. So our products have a payback period as little as 6 months without any subsidy, and that sells for cash. The new venture will be all about lending those self-same products from Barefoot or other suppliers, and blending microfinance and renewable energy together to make it more affordable for the villagers. Nobody's really cracked through that at a large scale on a global basis, although Grameen Shakti in Bangladesh have done a great job within that country. So it's going to be exciting times again to get stuck into this and continue the social entrepreneur experiment. It's been a harrowing journey along the way. Raising capital is definitely one of the hardest parts of it, but so is managing a team from distance. With people scattered around East Africa, China and Australia, we don't exactly get around the water cooler every Monday or something like that. Maybe we do it once a year. So best of luck to anybody who gets out there. I'm happy to give advice to anyone who wants to reach out at villageinfrastructure.org. And all the star with V-Star Bliss. I hope it's a good one. See you.